It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And featured this week is Devin Singletary. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Bills and the Steelers, and it's coming up next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former #2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Trubisky going to look to throw right away. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
They're such a talented team of defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top 5 offense. They were knocked down in overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of just shy of the 40. 23 yards to pick up there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Bills come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking, if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Bernard brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Crowder now to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 3.5 to go, first quarter. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Looking to throw. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they go with Singletary. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Ethan.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And now they'll throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and that'll be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play cards that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it won.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
After review of the play,
so that challenge is successful one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Yeah, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's in. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Nifty move. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 tight ends up front here, third and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. Who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic, check out the action in London, where it was the host Packers who were able to come away with that victory. Aaron Rodgers, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Again, Singletary right side. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Powering forward. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go play action with Trubisky. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
The one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but your touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Bass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On first down, Trubisky. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't know how much of that is changing plays or changing philosophies as much as, okay, guys, let's just get it together and tune things up to a really nice degree.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be a leader in the huddle saying, let's get this together, right?
And so many times you've worked all week on certain things that if you're just going to throw it all out and kind of start over, you're not going to execute as well. Sometimes it's just what you said. Okay, guys, let's get it together. Let's go right now. And that's exactly what they're doing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Levi Wallace with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. They lulled him to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit him with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Crowder's got it over the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Harris running straight ahead. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second down at 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Trubisky to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring him right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? From attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Singletary to get the drive started. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Singletary again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Back to throw. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
So here's Trubisky and the Steelers.
Down 14-10, 90 seconds remaining.
Pass complete to Harris.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Trubisky.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
He's got Pickens complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Trubisky's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they coughed it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Buffalo, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.